This is definitely going to awaken something in me. What's the matter, Flo? Are you mad at me or something?
Isn't it obvious? You've outlived your use.
Hey, that's the name of this ending. Ugh. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Espoir David, and today I want to try to get all the rest of the endings of Pygmalion's Folly. Okay, so this ending is called Not So Slippery. I don't think we're gonna make it out of this one alive. Got the scissors. Gonna do some myrtleization on my captor. Uh-oh. Who's supposed to be giving me a shower, but he's actually gonna get some scissors in the side of his skull. Despite your limited reach, you snip off some of the rope before Florentin can get to his feet. His hand snaps forward, about to grab your face. No! Grab his wrist. You snatch his wrist before his hand makes contact with you, because if you remember from the other episodes, he's got them magic fingers and he's gonna do something quite unpleasant. Before he can retaliate with the other, you smack it away with your stump. Oh yeah, I forgot, because I only got one hand. The bandages block the direct skin contact he requires to pour out his magic, seeing that your reaction time is much faster than his. Yeah, in this game I'm not so helpless. You yank his arm down and use the momentum to grab his other wrist, locking them both together. Somehow. He's much, much smaller than you, so they fit into your larger hand perfectly. He twists his arms around, fingers writhing and trying to latch onto any patch of your skin, but he can't reach you. There's a panic in his eyes that you both understand. He's completely at your mercy. He attempts to call his dolls, but you shove his wrists up, colliding his palm with his mouth and knocking it against his teeth. His screams are now trapped, muffled. Ha! I am now the captor! Even though I'm pretty sure I'm not going to make it out of this one. Well, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to kill your pretty face. Dead. This is your best and only opportunity. You've waited so long, lost so much, tolerated humiliation after humiliation. Oh yeah, this is after you scrunched up my face and made it look like a Junji Ito panel. You gained his trust, let him confuse you. Ugh. You use all of your force to smash his head into the mirror. It shatters on impact. His skull cracks open from the back. Aw, I feel kind of bad about that, just a little bit. He dies instantly. Aw. You're sure his dolls will look for him now after that awful noise. You lock the door. Just as you predicted, Gustav pummels the door wildly trying to get in. It sounds like a battering ram. Shards of wood are flung through the air as he brings down another kick. So the walkthrough says you need to think. Bathroom window? Yeah, sure. It looks like it's too small, but maybe if you squeeze hard enough, you can slip through it without the dolls noticing. If you say so. These things ain't getting through. You attempt to climb out, head, then shoulders. It's good, until your rear end gets stuck. Oh no! Foiled by my delicious rump, my succulent booty cheeks have thwarted my escape. Ugh, you're kidding me. My booty too fine. So much for advocating for leg day. You wiggle around, trying to see if the movement can break you loose, but it's to no use. The dolls knock down the door. Oh. They grab your ankles and pull you down to the tile. Ha ha! Not so slippery. Okay. Alright. This ending should have been called Your Booty Too Big. Alright, well, fine. That I wanted to do that. I wanted to get that ending. Okay, this next ending is called Bottom of the Food Chain. That also does not bode well for survival. So instead of killing his pretty beautiful face, why don't I assault him? Did I do that before? You've had enough of him toying with you. There's a world of difference between you two, but right now, he'd be so easy to grab, so easy to destroy. You grab a fistful of his hair and yank him backwards, the back of his skull knocking against the wall with an unpleasant thunk. You hold his hands to his chest. Again, somehow, I may be a big burly muscle woman in this game, but I still only got one hand. Palms flat on his collarbones. He grits his teeth. His fingers wriggle around, trying to angle his hands towards you, to swipe over even an inch of your skin, but you're too strong. Can't defeat these guns! Ow. That's really painful. I shouldn't do that. I'm actually quite weak. He's completely at your mercy like this, ruled by your whims, your godly approval and disapproval. You're going on a power quest that you're not gonna finish me. The thought makes you dizzy with desire. You never thought you had it in you, but maybe it's this sick, twisted place. You want to dominate him. You replace your single hand with your stump's forearm, continuing to pin him to the wall. And then you unzip his pants. Oh! You know he's not going to let you go without punishment if you don't do something before the shock wears off. Wait, hold on. No. Wait, I think I was supposed to lose that. Florentin stares at you in complete outrage while he's catching his breath. You know he's going to make you pay for what you've done. It takes him a bit to get on his feet. He looks visibly hurt from how you've used him. He's clutching his sore arm. It looks like it's been dislocated around the joint. Aww! He rushes you with animalistic rage behind his eyes and wraps both of his hands around your throat. Uh-oh. You feel his magic flood your insides like a dam has been broken. There's too much. It fills more space than you can bear. Are you going to pop me like a tick? Well, in this case, I deserve it. You try to pry him off, but your arms freeze. Killing you would be far too kind. You're vermin, and now you will live as such. Oh wait, is it going to turn me into like a mouse or something? Your body begins to morph. The skin on your waist and ribs jut out, connecting to your arms in a thin web. It grows thicker and thicker, pulling your arms down and melding them to your body, plastering your hand and stump to your hips. Are you going to turn me into a worm? Your flesh is like glue and clay. Your neck shrinks into your body, leaving only your face above your shoulders. Your legs lock together too. It makes you lose balance and sends you to the ground. You barely register the pain, too focused on the reorganization of your anatomy, twisting and squelching and stretching and crackling. You're going to turn me to a worm! You wriggle around on the ground, like a worm. Because I'm a worm! Would you love me, Florentin, if I was a worm? No, he wouldn't. You begin to shrink. As you shrink, you realize you have too many bones to keep shrinking. So your jaw dislocates, and you begin to spit out your unnecessary bones, one by one, until you're about the size of a medium dog. My bones. Afterwards, stringy sinews of skin cover creep up and cover your lips to keep it shut. You regrow tiny, flappy little legs underneath your bulbous slug body. Am I not a worm? Aw. They're boneless and largely decorative. Wait, what have you done to me? What did you turn me into? Wait, we have time to unpack all of this. Did it basically turn me into the I have no mouth and I must scream thing? Florentin, now you're just being silly. Now you're just being creative. That's hilarious. I know this is meant to be horrifying, but that's hilarious. I think my insanity should be way lower than -10. Florentin picks you up and cradles you in his arms, stroking your segmented back like you're a baby. He brings his lips close to your ear holes. I will keep you like this
in humiliating agony for the rest of your pitiful life.
Aw, I didn't know you cared, Flo. Alright. He kisses the back of your head, exits the bathroom, and opens the kitchen back door that leads outside. We gonna go for walkies? Oh wait, I can't walkies. I guess you're gonna have to put me on a leash and drag me. You squint as you see the sun for the first time since you were taken.
This is what you wanted, is it not? Then go.
Aww. Are we not gonna have worm fun together? You're not gonna put me in an enclosure with like a hamster drip bottle? Aw. He drops you on the ground. You slam into it, feeling sharp pain ring throughout your body. There's nothing inside of you to break your fall. Ugh. So I'm basically the consistency of dough. You start crawling into the wilderness. There are two paths in front of you, one that weaves deep into the lush forest, taking you further into the mountains, and another that leads down a cliff overlooking a river. So the walkthrough says to go into the forest. You crawl into the forest. The itchy grass scratches your exposed skin like sandpaper, but you persevere. You manage to crawl off the property around sundown. Aww. This is the epitome of pathetic, but then again, I deserved it. You're exhausted. You go to sleep. Like, hard day's work, crawling 2 feet. Oh dear. You wake up to sharp teeth biting into your tender flesh. It's a bear? It uses its massive paw to hold you down, scratching the delicate flesh of your underbelly open, and digs in. Alright, I guess. That doesn't seem that bad and also kind of justified. Alright, let's go down that cliff. What's that ending called? You gingerly try to go down the cliff. You tumble down instead. Your elastic, rubbery flesh mass bounces around like a ball, hitting rocks and debris on the way down. With comical cartoon fall noises, you crash into a tree. It leaves you too dizzy to save yourself from falling into the river. You plop into the water, like a poo. A fat air bubble escapes your nostrils. The current is much faster than you anticipated. What did you think would happen if you've got nubby little non-arms and no mouth? You get swept up by the tide. You spin around in the water, trying to grab at rocks and driftwood for purchase. But it's no use, not with your useless stubby limbs. You drown in the river. Alright. On the one hand, sleeping with the fishes. On the one hand, I am a monster for what I just did. But on the other hand, that was comical and hilarious. Now usually, I avoid the suicide endings, because we don't do that here. But I'm curious, how am I going to kill myself? How? What am I going to do? Am I going to... I don't even have a tongue to bite down on. Am I just going to roll into the tree? I look like a poo. I look like a tiny little poo. Once the door closes, you get a chance to reflect. You're a monster. No, worse than that. You're some sort of phallic, worm-like creature. I mean, granted, for what I just did, I kind of deserve that. Vermin. No, I'd say more, excrement. You're sure if you saw yourself in the mirror, you'd go mad. No, you would laugh yourself silly. Hey, you even gave me an extra hand. Now I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. You can't live like this. I mean, rolling off the cliff or getting eaten by a bear seems pretty, fitting. You crawl to the edge of the property and throw yourself off the cliff. Well, isn't that the last ending? The last thing you feel is the beautiful, refreshing breeze on your skin. You have no mouth, and you must scream. Excellent pull. Excellent reference. I did something poopy, and then was turned into poo. Very fitting. Okie dokie, this next ending is called Silenced. I don't know if that means me, or if that means him. But somebody ain't gonna be doing a lot of talking no more. So it says I need to restrain him? You hold him down with your body weight as you gather up the rope from the floor. Oh, smart. How am I gonna tie when I don't got... No, okay. Don't move. He wiggles his arms and spits on your face in outrage. Fluff you. Oh, I bet he sounds so pretty when he curses. Oh, I can't get over how pretty he is. He then screams at the top of his lungs, his voice scratching at his throat. Gustave! Antoine! Meld! The boys! Hold on. Hold on! I gotta check the walkthrough, because I just forgot. Silence him? How am I gonna do that? You shove a cleaning rag in his mouth. Be quiet! Florentin looks at you with nothing but pure, undiluted hatred. Gustave kicks down the door. Gustave! He bursts in and rushes towards you like a bull. You barely have time to react. Ugh! Oh wait, did he get me? He snatches your body off Florentin. Ooh! And slams you into the bathroom wall with all the supernatural force he can muster. Ow! The impact is so powerful that it shatters the tiles. Several of your bones are definitely broken. Your body crumples on the floor. Oh, great. Gustave steps to the side and lets Florentin through to face you. His face is completely blank as he nonchalantly slides his perfect fingertips down your face. Ooh. Your head explodes into an artistic splatter on the wall. Now Antoine's gonna have to clean all that up. Well, okay, I guess it was me who was silenced. Okay. We're just running through these endings here. Brawn versus bigger Brawn. Okay. What could that entail? Alright, so this ending, Brawn versus bigger Brawn, gee, I wonder who's gonna come out the winner here, is instead of Flo, giving you a bath, you have Gustave do it, like I did in the first video, and the last choice is to grab the scissors, and I'm wondering why is that the last choice in this walkthrough. You spot a pair of scissors on the counter. Maybe if I can fight with something. Wait, hold. Golly. You snatch the scissors. I don't like how that's in all bolds. I don't like how that seemed, fast, and that I wasn't supposed to catch that. Why is that the last choice? Gustave spots you. Hey, buddy. I was just, just little trim, for my hair. Not to stab in your eye or anything. With how comprised your hand is, he plucks the pair of scissors from your grasp, easily, and stabs it into your head, killing you instantly. Gustave, we need to work on your people skills. But okay, well, I guess that's why it's the last choice. I guess I was supposed to lose that quick time event. Well, geez. Just, Snatch right in the head. What if Flo wanted to keep me alive, Gustave? Okay, this ending is it was all for nothing, and after I very skillfully, restrained my beautiful kidnapper, I restrain him, and then tidy up the ropes. Yeah, instead of silencing him, which will end up at Gustave, I'm trying to do the video. Stop banging on the door. Instead of trying to silence him, we saw what happens there. What if we finish up the rope work? Oh no. This is definitely going to awaken something in me. You finish tying him up. Gustave kicks down the door, but Florentin's now tight and secure. You tie his rope around your hips and pick up the scissors on the counter, pressing the blade to his porcelain neck. Don't even think about it. It looks like, at the moment, you have the advantage, since you were smart enough to use actual ropes instead of your hand stump. Me, take your one chance and leave with him. No, let's just sit here and stare at each other. What else could we do in this situation? Well, I mean, I guess I could kill his pretty face again, but I don't want to do that. Take your one chance and live with him. Those hips. He's so slender. Like, he looks like a lady, but I find him incredibly handsome. What's up with that? He's so pretty that he's attractive to both genders. I think. I don't know. I could be biased or something. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Don't listen to me. Editor me, cut that out. Editor me, I know you're editing this. Cut out my ramblings of how attracted I am to Flo. You're gonna cut that, right? My gender confusion, attraction with this lovely, beautiful man. Right? Okay. Don't make me look silly, editor me. You two emerge from the bathroom. You press the scissors to Florentin's neck and look Gustave in the eye. Don't even think about it, buddy. I'll do it. I've done it twice. I'll do it again. I'll mess up his pretty face. I'll put a single scar on his cheek and he'll think he's ugly forever and wear a mask like a creep. You snatch the car keys from the living room and lead him outside. Oh no, Antoine! Antoine spots you two from his post at the incinerator, but he freezes as soon as he notices Florentin's condition. You dump him into the passenger seat of the car. You check the rearview mirror. Gustave and Antoine are on standby, waiting for you to mess up, but I won't. Hopefully. You start the car and drive off. It's a bit difficult doing it with one hand, but you manage. So, we got him! How is this all for nothing? The cabin shrinks in the distance. Florentin raises his chin impetuously. Editor me, what does that mean? I haven't heard that word in a long time. What does impetuously mean? Oh, okay.
You're taking me to the police station, I believe.
Yeah, so you can rot in jail. Unexpectedly, he smiles. What? It unsettles you. What? Behind you, you can see flickering orange flames and smoke. What? Your eyes widen. The dolls! They burnt the entire cabin down. All that evidence, gone forever. Hey, even if it's burnt, I'm sure you can still find some human remains in there. Gosh darn it! It's not all for nothing. You gotta look at the bright side. Over the next 6 months, Florentin takes you to court. What? He accuses you of kidnapping and assaulting him and burning his house down. What? Why am I being yelled at by an emo man? Why is this dude trying to clock my tea? What? You try to reason with the judge and prove that you were kidnapped first, that he was the smiling doctor, but Florentin's legal team is full of vicious, bloodthirsty wolves, and they rip up your arguments mercilessly. He wins the court case against you by a landslide. You mean guys, you didn't find anything in that freezer? You didn't go down. A freezer doesn't burn that easily. I'm sure he has a bunch of remains in there. This is highly unrealistic. I mean, magic, necromancy, Frankenstein dolls. Alright, I believe that. But them not finding not even a shred of human remains in a fire? Come on now. 1-800, come on now. You remember that day. He was dressed in a pristine black and white suit. May I see it? May I see him dressed in a pristine black and white suit? The sun bounced off his glossy hair like a halo. The jury was easily charmed by his looks and his educated speech, probably because of that effing accent, tamed into submission or infatuation. A red-headed man with eyes as sharp as knives never left his side. You haven't heard him speak once, but he'd lean down to Florentin or his lawyer's ear, and they would listen to him with rapt attention. You suspect that he'd be the one controlling your trial like a skilled puppeteer. The rest of you were just actors, playing your parts. You never stood a chance. The judge sentenced you to 10 years in prison. Oh my gosh. My sentence aside, he's so pretty. I'm being sentenced to 10 years in jail, but oh my gosh, he's so pretty. Flo, you're gonna come visit me in prison, aren't you? Florentin bent down to whisper something in passing, the last time you saw each other. You can't forget what he said. Better luck next time. You survived. It was all for nothing. I would be more angry, but I highly doubt that they didn't find anything in that house, that they didn't find not a shred of anything. But then again, maybe Flo has like mob ties or something. I don't know. That's highly unrealistic. Oh dear, justice is served, but at what cost? I don't like the sound of that ending either. Okay, so remember when I just had that one choice to take your one chance and leave with him? So now, in this ending, I can also risk getting evidence first and then leave with him. Alright. It was also important that I look at the books, like, near the beginning. So I guess you're not going to be in a white pristine suit and glaring at me in court. Hopefully. You two leave the bathroom. You press the scissors to Florentin's neck and look Gustave in the eye. Don't even think about it, buddy. You circle him, careful not to provoke him into action, as you navigate Florentin through his house. It's a huge risk, but escaping isn't going to do much if Florentin continues to walk free. It's almost like maybe I should have thought about taking the evidence in the first place. You drag him downstairs. Your eyes dart around the room. You remember the pile of evidence you saw on the first day. You can barely carry any personal effects right now, so you jam a videotape and a journal into his lab coat pocket. Oh, that's smart. You acquire evidence. My research notes. You bastard. You're actually smart this time. Back right up. You snatch the car keys from the living room and lead him outside. Antoine spots you two from his post at the incinerator, but he freezes as soon as he notices Florentin's condition. You dump him into the passenger seat of the car. You check the rearview mirror. Gustave and Antoine are on standby, waiting for you to mess up. But I won't, even though I did last time, but I'm not gonna do it this time. Maybe. I don't know. Other miracles have happened. You start the car and drive off. It's a bit difficult doing it with one hand, but you manage. Did we do it? Did we get him? The cabin shrinks in the distance. Florentin raises his chin, impetuously. We know what that means now. You're taking me to the police station, I believe. Yeah, so you can rot in jail and be pretty. He grits his teeth. I will spend every waking moment of my life hunting you. Aw, you promise? Remember that. Yeah, we'll see how good your attempts are in prison. You'll probably slip through the bars. Ugh. Behind you, you can see flickering orange flames and smoke. Your eyes widen. The dolls! They burnt the entire cabin down. You grit your teeth. Thank God you left with something. I still don't think a refrigerator full of evidence and bodies would have burnt that easily. Right? I'm not crazy. It wouldn't burn that easily, right? Nobody would have believed you otherwise. I'm bringing him to justice, Emily. Back in the city, your department files a case against Florentin. Despite the power of Florentin's legal team, you have enough conclusive evidence to swing the jury in your favor. Sadly, that evidence was limited severely by the fire, so they can only judge him based on what was presented. The French embassy interfered with the trials too. Ugh. claiming America didn't have the right to try French citizens like this. You remember the death glare he gave you after the court ruling, and then the calm that followed. I'd still be looking over my shoulder for the rest of my life. Florentin was swiftly deported back to France to undergo further investigation. It's been a month. The feeling of unease doesn't go away. Yeah, I'm messed up for life. Florentin is still out there, and you don't know where he is. I will spend every moment of my waking life hunting you. You wonder if this constant sensation of eyes burrowing into your back is just paranoia, some sort of acquired PTSD, or if he really is tracking you in the darkness. I mean, he is magic! You wake up in your home one night and find Gustave towering over your sleeping form, his rotting hands around your neck. Oh, hi, Gustave. You try to kick and fight, but you're eventually overpowered. He crushes your windpipe. Justice is served, but at what cost? How did he get in and I didn't hear him? I doubt that Gustave was down on his knees lock-picking my door quietly. He probably broke something down. And also, why didn't I have the machete that I always have in my bedroom? Starting to get on my nerves, Flo. What's next? This ending is called I'm So Cold, I've Come Home, and I saw Emily's name, and I don't think I'm gonna like this ending very much. So, instead of grabbing the scissors and trying to free myself, I'm not going to risk it. I'm gonna get my shower, I'm gonna get my sponge bath, maybe. Your hand hovers over the scissors, then drops to your side. You glance at Florentin, who steps toward the shower, loofah in hand. What a prissy little thing. I would find him adorable. He plucks the shower head from the stand. Let's make this quick. You flinch when you first feel the hot water hit your skin, but soon enough you start to relax. You never realized just how cold that basement was until you started to warm up. Despite his teasing, Florentin's methodical with the way he scrubs you down from head to toe with his soapy loofah. You're gonna have to burn that loofah because if you remember from the last episode, I was covered in poo. I'm supposed to say, don't you want to get clean too? He looks utterly taken aback by the suggestion, tilting his head as if pondering something alien and incomprehensible. You almost regret offering. You don't know what you're thinking. You loathe him, but he's also your only source of comfort down here. Your tormentor and nurturer in equal measure. Yeah, he cut off my hand, but he fed me nice food. The two of you, together, away from every other living soul in the world. He hums, as if contemplating it, and looks you over. His dark eyes are almost black, irises swallowed whole by his diluted pupils. He is normally flirtatious, but you can tell his gaze lingers a little more than an innocent amount of time. He's looking at my delicious booty cheeks that couldn't fit through the window. He smiles and runs his hand up and down your waist. His voice is soft, breathy, almost lost to the trickling white noise of the shower. You smell like my soaps now. It's delectable. Should we? I don't see why not. Oh no. Is this the not safe for work scene that's going to go right on my adult Patreon version? There's a billion why nots, but your arousal presses you forward, urgent and buzzing under your tongue, your fingers. I suppose you've been good lately. I have been very good, because the walkthrough told me to. You deserve a reward. Open your mouth. Candy? Hot water continues to patter against your skin as you both breathe. What? What happened? What went up? All right. That's enough of that. He washes the fluids away with the shower head. That was nice. As he plucks himself away from you to put his clothes back on, you notice another opportunity to grab the scissors while he's occupied. Aww. Well, looks like we are grabbing those scissors. Grab the scissors. You pick up the scissors. You snip off your restraints. Kill him? Kidnap him. I think it said kidnap him. Kidnap him. Rope him up. You hold him down with your body weight as you gather up the rope on the floor. Sorry. He wiggles his arms and spits on your face in outrage. Now, this would be the chance for the video game character to look at me and say, I thought we had something special. There's hurt behind his eyes. I'm sorry, but you did kill my sister and give her arm to Antoine, so I don't appreciate that. Fluff you. Come on, me, make a comeback that says you just did. Oh! He then screams at the top of his lungs, his voice scratching at his throat. Come on, me, the joke was right there. Oh, all right. I mean, I guess this is a life or death situation. Can't be making jokes and cracking memes. Okay, so once we have our beautiful, lovely hostage all nice and bondaged up, we now, instead of take your one chance to leave with him, and instead of getting the evidence like we did in the last ending, let's check the freezer before you leave. You could leave. You drag Florentin downstairs instead, back into the guts of his house. You hear it again, that darnable mechanical hum. You hurl open the freezer. Ah! And immediately throw up on the cement floor, all the contents of your stomach spiraling in sickly yellow-green. Ah! Well, at least you kept her head! Emily's decapitated head sits on one of the shelves, her skin pale and covered with icy veins, eyes distant and lifeless. My sister! What are you gonna do with her head? And who is this? Who is this person? Why is she less frozen than my sister? You're stunned into silence. So, we're kicking Flo down a flight of stairs, right? You gather her head up in your arm, cradling her like the day she was born, when your mother graced you with the only good thing she ever gave you. You kiss her forehead, but instead of that fragrant baby scent, your lips meet ice. Is that why this ending is called I'm So Cold But I'm Home Now? Oh, bring her back? Bring her back? What? Hold on a second. What? How am I going to do that? Well, the walkthrough says any of the kill options, so I could either kill him, fluffing kill him, or kill. I think I'm feeling the effing kill him. I think I'm feeling that. You put her back in the fridge so she doesn't rot. You roar until your voice turns hoarse as you stab the pair of scissors into his eye. Ooh. Blood spurts out, splattering all over your hand, sticky and slick, and so hot compared to everything else in this cold, unfeeling basement. You yank the scissors out with a ripping squelch and start to snip and slice his cheeks, his delicate eyelids, his nose, his lips, just all over his face, until it's nothing but red cuts and viscera. Fluffing mother fluffer! You took my sister. You cut off her arm. You gave it to Antoine. You cut off my hand and put it on him. Oh yeah, my sanity's at -50. I was saner when I was a worm. But then again, that is my sister. Ooh. He died too fast. You wanted to hurt him more. He deserves an eternity of suffering and heck for what he did to her. A shadow looms behind you. Gustav, you want some of this? You want some of what he's having? I'm determination mad now. Thud. Aw, I've come home. I'm so cold. Is that a reference to something? That hurts my heart. That's sad. I thought I was going to go home with my sister's severed head. Okay. So, another ending is, bring her back. You said... You swallow. You can bring people back, right? Are we not going to talk about this pretty lady? Who is this pretty woman? She is framed in a way that she seems important. Also, that can't be the only thing in this freezer. That's a waste of space. Wait, are we asking him?
I can turn her into one of my dolls. She won't be sentient yet. But I'm learning every day, Espoir.
He steps towards you. Despite his vulnerable situation, his eyes hold nothing but deep understanding, beautiful and glittering under the artificial light, like a scene amidst snowfall.
You want to bring Emily back? I want to bring my Aunt Cosette back, too.
Oh, is that who that is? His auntie?
We are united in this.
Oh, wait, are we gonna team up? Are we gonna become best friends? His Aunt Cosette? There is another woman's head in the freezer. He gets on his tiptoes and kisses her cheek. Your breath hitches.
We don't have to fight. We can work together. I know what it's like to lose someone so precious that you do anything to get them back too.
Your eyes meet. Oh no. For once, it feels like you two are finally seeing eye to eye, as equals. You cut him loose and drop the pair of scissors on the ground. Alright, let's do this, 90s montage style. Hours later, he finishes reconstructing a new body for Emily from spare parts. Oh, I'm tearing up a little bit. My sister. You're all I have. He even amputated Antoine to put her arm back on. Oh, why am I actually crying a little bit? It's not perfect, but she can talk in her same old voice and look at you with her big innocent eyes again. Can she talk? I don't know. I don't think I want to hear what she has to say. It's not lost on you that Florentin was the cause of all this, but he brought her back too. He really did it. You hate him. You love him. You tremble before the enormity of his power and potential. Whatever your feelings about him, you know there's no one else that has the ability to play between life and death like he can. You need to help him so you can bring your loved ones back together. Wait. We are one and the same, so I just became his assistant? Okay. Alright. I like this ending. I'm alright with this ending. It's a bit creepy, but, you know. Necromancer brings back your beloved sister? I guess. A prisoner of the flesh. Okay. Okay, this next ending is called A Prisoner of the Flesh and involves what I'm going to, like, space, heaven, Valhalla. And I'm just going to read this right from what the walkthrough says because it's very sick. Condition: now that you understand the universe, you cannot die in ignorance. Okay. Well, hold on. I gotta catch those. Understand. The light at the end warms your cheeks, washing over you like sunshine. Hold on. I gotta catch those. They're too fast. You get it. In here, there's no life. Without life, there's no anger, fear, sadness, or pain. Complete bliss. Hold on. This is your home. This is everyone's real home. You can finally go back from where you came from. It's not a light, but a giant crystal. You mean the Master Emerald? Sorry, I just came from watching Sonic 3. Made of little clusters stuck together to create the whole. Your eyes widen as you take in the sight with your breath held in your mouth. If you look closely, you can see each individual soul like bundles of fruit blooming in a tree.
Do not lead him here.
Everyone will flirt with him and no work will get done. Seriously, we don't want him here.
The ends of your ribbon turn into twin snakes. They shoot into the light with their fangs out, as if to swallow it whole.
And it said to let the timer run out.
You're in so much pain. Come back home. We'll take care of you.
Okay.
You are in so much pain. You wonder if it would be better to just give in. The harsh light of Source sucks you in like a vacuum.
Oh dear!
Up.
Eh?
You are incinerated with all the heat of the sun.
Oh.
You wake up?
I did?
You know you're not supposed to be here anymore. You feel anchored, stuck. Stand. Your body stands.
Oh no, did he turn me into a doll?
What? Florentin scribbles something on his clipboard. Well, you're functional at least. How are you? Can you talk? You try to open your mouth, but you can't. You realize you're trapped in your own mind, but the rest of it is dominated by Florentin's magic.
Oh!
You can't do anything. You're completely at his mercy.
Oh no! He's gonna make me kiss Antoine! No!
Is this what's happening to Gustave and Antoine too? You want to glance at them, but you can't even move your eyes. Say your name. Espoir. It's so odd, hearing yourself talk without doing it yourself. You feel fear creep in at the back of your scalp, trickling and crawling, like fingernails. No matter how much you fight to move your muscles on your own, nothing budges. It's not that different from debilitating sleep paralysis, being stuck in my own gosh darn body flow. Well, you'll do, I suppose. But I'm already sick of your face for now. What a massive failure. I mock inside my own mind. He sighs and waves you off. Go make me a cup of coffee. He sits back down, rubbing the side of his head as he pores through his books. You go make him a cup of coffee. Survival? A prisoner of the flesh. Well, now I get to be in between Gustave and Antoine like the Three Stooges, clunking their heads together and doing the... Okay, so this next ending is called Kaboom! I wonder what's gonna happen there. So, you play nice with Florentin, and you get in the shower with him, and never mind the reason why he's shirtless, and never mind that mysterious, slapping noise. We're not gonna grab the scissors, we're not gonna do any violence, I think. And, we're just gonna make it to day 5 with Florentin, not wanting to kill us. He finishes up your shower. You hate to say it, but your head is starting to clear after having sex with Florentin. You keep glancing in his direction, and you feel a bit ill. This place is getting to you, you think. Actually, you've been like this since you met him. What went down? What deteriorated? Oh, it was my mentalness. Whoops. Oh no, I'm falling in love with my captor. He dries you off with a towel and tosses it at your face when he's done. Rude. Snapping you out of your thoughts, he laughs and fixes it up so it's over your hair. Gustave, let's get her dressed. You go back to the wretched basement again. The food and the pace helps you clear your mind. You're actually feeling okay after this and the shower. Alright, time to go to Valhalla and talk with the Source and the Master Emerald and to give him the Source, as the walkthrough says. So I just probably teed off all the gods in the universe by giving the source of all life to Florentin, or guiding him to it at least. I couldn't see anything.
But I believe I can guide my magic back there now that you've led the way.
I've probably doomed all of existence. Florentin is obsessed with you. Oh, Flo. Oh, you love me so much, Flo. Does that mean you're gonna let me go? He kisses your cheek.
Thank you for taking me there, my darling.
He combs your hair with his fingers. Even with his words, you can't help but get the impression that you just did something irreparably evil. Whoops.
Florentin decides to wrap up this session. He pushes the machines back into the corner to give you space. You feel so bad, but you can't verbalize what's wrong. It feels like it's your organs that are rocking back and forth. Ugh. You can feel yourself getting weak. Why? I think that's supposed to happen. Every inch of your body feels like it's burning up. Your skull feels like it's throbbing, clenched tightly, like a rock bearing down on your spinal cord. You feel seasick, even though your bed is completely still.
Flo, help! Oh, his little manic heart is so cute. I can't really see it too well because I'm an old lady. I can't see that good.
Thank you for being so cooperative today, Espoir.
I realize I should probably give him more of a French accent, but I don't know. I don't trust my French accent that well.
Good night.
He flips the light switch off. You sleep like the dead. In some endings, I don't wake up. Day 5, Brain.
Florentin's slender finger curls around the end of your ribbon. He begins to tug. It hisses as it rips through your neck, untying the knot. As he continues to tug, the velvety red ribbon turns into skin, unraveling you until it exposes bone and sinew.
Florentin, wait! That's my throat meat, dude!
Wait! You feel a cold hand on your neck, like getting jabbed with an ice pick. Your eyes snap open. Florentin's worried face is inches away from yours. Are those tears at the edge of his eyes?
Aww.
Espoir. And then you notice your body.
Yeah, I'm all messed up.
I look like the roots of a plant if they were made of meat. You don't know how to describe it. You look grotesque. Your skin is sagged, your limbs have elongated, and your musculature has started peeking through.
My hot Planet Fitness body!
You're in terrible, terrible pain.
What on earth did you do to me?
No, not me. I believe it was my magic. He shakes his head. I hypothesized that your flesh started to fall apart after I kept exerting control. I never realized my magic was this fatal to anyone other than myself.
Well, can't you put me back together?
For the first time in your entire stay here, there's an expression of naked vulnerability in his face. I truly do not know. This level of mutation is, quite frankly, unprecedented.
At least try.
Last time, in the other endings, he was like, oh well, guess I lost my test subject, blow blow.
Oh wait, this ending was still called Kaboom. Am I still gonna go blow blow? What's gonna kaboom?
If that is your wish.
Wait, Florentin, I just remembered the name of this ending.
I have to reiterate, this could be lethal to you. You could literally explode. Your throat's dry.
I can't live like this, Florentin. I'm fluffed either way.
He takes a deep breath. Of course. I'll try. For you. He takes your hand in his own.
This is near the end. Is there any other way this could... Oh, all right.
His magic ebbs into you, flowing in a rhythmic vibration. Your body starts to resemble itself again.
He was wrong. He can do this. You did it. You stop.
You burp out. You can't stop burping, feeling bile rise up in your throat.
Florentin leaps up to his feet and backtracks, gesturing for Gustave to go to him. He hides behind him. He's overreacting. There's nothing to be... Kaboom! Oh, there's more. Oh, there's more. Wait, there's more? Florentin darts out from behind Gustave and throws himself on the bed, gathering your viscera into his hands in heaping, blood-soaked, spongy bundles that burble and pop. Aw, thank you for collecting my viscera. The meat slips between his fingers, wet sacks of it plopping back onto the sheets.
No, no, no!
He clutches his head in a panic. Aww!
No brain? No heart? I can't...
Aww! He presses his palms to his face and stays there for a long while. He's real broken up about me going kaboom. Aw, that made me tear up a little bit. He was probably already planning our wedding or something. Oh dear. The next ending is called Outlived Your Use. Alright, so I think the last ending was Flo at his highest affection. I think this is gonna get him at his lowest affection. Scream for help! Ah! My captor is really, really hot but may have killed my sister! It might be a death sentence, but you decide to take your chance. You don't know who might be around. You scream for help. The young man's eyebrows shoot up with amusement. He bursts into laughter before he starts screaming bloody murder at you. Ah! Ah! You're mocking me, aren't you? He clutches his chest, looking wounded.
They're killing me. They're stabbing me. Oh no, I'm being fatally wounded. I'm dying. Will some policeman or heavenly God above save me?
Your voice dies in your throat, stunned into silence by the buffoonery of it all. Alright, I think I am going to enjoy annoying you.
How was that? Perhaps that is what you wanted to say. Unfortunately, there is no one that can save you all the way out here.
Out here would mean you're far away from civilization. Fluff me. I don't think he's going to be doing that this playthrough. That would be just your luck. Okay, you manage to get to the shower, but you don't take the scissors, and you're still tied up. So, I'm still tied up. I got the keys, making it to the car. Still tied up, though. Try to shake Antoine off. As Antoine goes to tackle you, you start running unpredictably until you can reach Florentin's car, which is miraculously unlocked. You try to angle your mouth, that is holding the keys, to insert the key into the ignition, but you keep missing. You don't know what the game plan was here. How the heck were you going to drive the car while you were still tied up? I mean... Fluff! I mean... You got that far? The door opens. Antoine hauls you from the driver's seat, your legs dragging in the dirt. You feel like a stupid child. No, I want to go back. I want to go back in the car. I want to drive the car with my teeth. You go back to the wretched basement again. Oh, he's mad. Oh, he's mad at me. Last time when he asked if I was hungry, he was really happy with me, but now he's real mad. So what if I say I'm hungry now?
Oh, that's too bad, isn't it? Perhaps next time you wouldn't be so eager to slight the person who feeds you, no?
Gustave straps you back down to the bed. What's the matter? You mad, bro? Why you mad? Problem? Well, I think I've thoroughly gotten on Flo-Flo's nerves. I did not guide him to the source. I did not do anything he wanted me to do, but I'm still going to blow up. What's gonna happen to me now? He snaps out of his thoughts and looks at you with disgust. What's the matter, Flo-Flo? Are you mad at me or something?
Isn't it obvious? You've outlived your use.
Hey, that's the name of this ending. Ugh. He brandishes his scalpel and jabs it into your throat without warning. The thin, precise blade feels both like a needle and a knife. You gurgle out blood, It spurts all over his red glove.
You don't even deserve a gentle death.
He twists. I'm just laughing 'cause you're mad. Oh, you're so mad, Flo.
There's only ice behind his eyes, simple and clean, while you die messy and complicated.
You're nothing but an eyesore to me. At least you can entertain me as you perish.
I would still be trolling him. But you seem to be upset. Your eyes roll to the back of your head as you gurgle out the red of your insides for him. It draws out agonizingly long as you writhe and convulse underneath your bindings without a voice, like a lab rat. You died, outlived your use. Oh, Flo, you're just mad. You're just a little upset. Tee. This is it, Vid. This is it, folks. The finale. Hopefully I can do it right. Okay, if I've done this right, this should be the last choice of Pygmalion's Folly. So I did the super, super nice route to him, and I did everything that he likes, and I guided him to the source, and we had a special moment, and he's obsessed with me. I'm his little pookie boo, and he's my little pookie boo. But instead of saying, at least try, which ends in kaboom, what if I say, what's gonna happen to me now?
I'm not sure. I'm uncertain how long you'll last in this form. I'll need to see if your organs can function long enough to give me time to fix you.
He gets his stethoscope and listens for your heartbeat. He makes a face. The resonator sinks easily into your flesh. There's just a cave in your chest. You note the urgency in his diagnosis. He's always regarded you with a gentle but distant demeanor. Even when offering his warmest sympathies, you both understand that this dynamic would inevitably lead to your death. It was only a matter of how fast or how gruesome. But something has shifted. Yeah, we're in love now. He doesn't want you to die. He breathes hard through his nose in frustration, peeling off his stethoscope and throwing it back on the table.
Your organs are misplaced. I'll have to cut you open to see you.
Wait, are you sure that's wise? He slides a hand over your cheek, cupping it, cold and tender.
I won't cut you wrong.
Oh. He injects anesthesia into you. Now why didn't you do that when you were slicing off my hand? He takes a scalpel and cuts you open through the middle. Ooh. My goots. My yummy bits. Why does my... That looks like a meat salad. Aw, man. I'm all messed up. My gosh darn insides look like a gosh darn Dark Souls boss. Florentin swallows. There's a grave expression on his face that scares you. Well, how's it looking?
I don't think you'd survive the night. It's a miracle you're even breathing right now.
Oh. You grit your teeth. You shut your eyes, tears burning at them. So, I'm fluffed. And not in the cool way. I guess I've been fluffed from the moment I woke up in your basement. Your composure cracks, then shatters. You're staring into the barrel of total annihilation, and you feel nothing but despair. Hey, at least you're not a worm. How could everything end up so wrong? Flo. Florentin looks at you, sympathetically. He shuts his eyes, deep into contemplation. When he next opens them, his expression is calm, almost serene, but quietly burning. Determined. Yes, stay determined. What are you planning, Flo?
Shh. Hush, my darling.
He leans down and kisses you on the lips. You gasp, inhaling his breath in the process. He uses the opportunity to kiss you deeper, more insistently. You're flushed when he pulls away.
I'll find a way to fix you.
He looks over your anatomy, a hand ghosting over the deformed flesh.
We'll have to abandon this body, but it won't be the end.
He pulls back, tucking loose strands of hair behind his ear. What do you mean by that? Are you gonna go to the source and then take my soul crystal, my soul chaos emerald, and put it somewhere?
I believe I'm making enough headway into my research that I can do a full transfer if I can successfully preserve your head.
Oh. You frown. Well, at least I'll be with my sister.
You haven't learned how to preserve sapience yet. Are you trying to make me a doll?
He shakes his head. His hand travels down to your crotch. Your face flushes. Florentin! Now is not the time for that!
I will bring you back. I will accept no other alternative. So, you must rest easy.
I appreciate that. He sits up and wipes his mouth with the sleeves of his lab coat.
No.
He gives you one last kiss before he injects a lethal dose of morphine into you. Thank you?
Florentin, wait! No waiting. I will act now. Just sleep until we meet again.
Oh, my brain! Oh, well, okay, I guess. Oh, that's the finale? Oh. You survived till we meet again. Oh, that's kind of sweet. Are we meeting again?
You open your eyes.
I do? Aye.
My love.
Flo, why does your head look like it's stitched on?
Welcome back.
He throws himself into your arms. Flo. Who? Is that Gustave? Is that Antoine? Is that my sister? Why do I get the feeling that that's Gustave, Antoine, his Aunt Cosette, and my sister over there? Is this like a big old family reunion? Aw, sweet? He throws himself into your arms. Behind him, in almost fantastical sight, Emily, Gustave, Antoine, and a fourth person, a woman, bearing Florentin's own face. Each one of them stands in wait, placid and obedient. Oh, did he learn how to bring everybody back and then he brought his little girlfriend back? Aw, it's almost a fairy tale ending. Everyone alive and well, but the stench of decay in the room makes you retch like nothing else. Corpses on top of corpses, their flesh contorted into unnatural shapes, bleeding into the room like overgrowth. Flo, what have you been doing while I've been just a brain in a jar? You better not have cooked my nines. If anybody knows that reference, please put it in the comments. I'm not that old. Even with his excitement and the almost religious glow of his devotion, you can't help but feel odd. You aren't like yourself. You're uncanny, perverse, a grotesque amalgamation of different people coalescing into a singular monstrosity. Oh. What have you become? Le Fiend. Okay. All right. I guess I'm Frankenstein's monster's monster now. Yippee! We did it! We did it! Yeah, Nevesima, we did it! Well, we did it. We got all the endings of Pygmalion's Folly. This game is available on itch.io. I believe my friend Epic's Lion has also played it if you would like us to see a different perspective. And I really like Flo. I'm starting to get the visual novel sads where I finally beat an entire game and now I'm probably never gonna see this character again. I really like Florentin's design. He's so pretty. He's oh so pretty. Everyone in the comments was saying he looks like a woman. I know, right?
That hat makes you look like a girl.
Am I a pretty girl?
Oh, well, you're beautiful.
Like a very pretty woman. But this video had all the not safe for work scenes that I had to cut out and put in my adult Patreon version, which is available through my adult Patreon, which is you can go to for $1 and also being above the age of 18. There will be a link to my Patreon and also this game in the description of this video. Well, if you had a good time like I did, I would greatly appreciate it, and it would help out my channel if you would like, subscribe, or interact in any way that is comfortable for you. If you're a fan of very handsome murder boys, feel free to peruse my channel, as I seem to encounter a lot of them in visual novels. But anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Take care of yourself, have a great night, and remember, there is always hope.